Radio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Yes, but previewing, next week's card, we would have talked about the zone card, Sergey Kovalev versus Beck the Bully, if one particular Russian who doesn't like how the illegals behave, didn't get caught with some shit in the system that he wasn't supposed to have, and of course his B sample also failed. So we only have one fight card to look forward to.
So, oh my God. So this guy goes from alcohol as his drug to now actual drugs in his system. Jeez, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not a surprise, Kovalev is not his character is not his character is very suspect, he has skills, but
I doubt he makes first ballot Hall of Fame.
No, and even though he accomplished a lot, but that first ballot that shit is done.
If he did, I'm gonna need a collective apology from all you motherfuckers who ain't voting James Toney.
I'm saying, Ward is Ward, but Tony is, Tony's 3-year run in 3 or 4 year run in the 90s, from 1994, eclipsed anything that Ward has ever done.
Shit, what are you talking about? The damn Gerald Holyfield fights eclipse anything Ward has ever done.
That's also true.
I'm just saying, when has Ward ever give you a performance like the Gerald fight? Ever?
The closest thing to that is probably the Kessler fight, because that was the only fight.
There is no closest. It just doesn't exist. It's okay to say that.
Well, yeah, the Kessler fight wasn't a fight of the year, whereas Gerald and Tony was a fight of the year. It's probably probably the best damn fight that fucking year. That hurt my heart to see because James Toney was first ballot all the way. There's no way War should have won in. You
fucking you pansy nerdy ass fucking boxing media.
Yeah, they don't like that James Toney isn't a good old boy that plays by the rules and is nice to all of them. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. But we'll get on that too. Obviously, at some point, when James Toney does make the Hall of Fame, we'll definitely talk about him some more because James Toney is a great. He's a modern day great. He's an all-time great.
Lights out.
But yes, to this card out, for next Saturday. PBC on Fox. Ooh, see now PBC on Fox is.
Hold on, is this headlined by the guy who was ignoring James Toney in the gym when he was trying to give him advice?
Sure is. The one that was kind of playing on his phone or whatever. Instead of being honored to receive, to get some strategy, to get some skill, get into his life. He was treating James Toney like he was just some regular nigga, and of course that kind of angered me to no end, and because I'm not a fan of this individual in the first place. Of course, I'm talking about Caleb Plant, the current IBS super middleweight champion of the world. Now, if you've heard me on,
you mean the pound for pound top 10 skilled undefeated Caleb Plant.
Stop that right now, please.
Oh. In some circles, not this circle.
not ring game. Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, but of course now, if you heard me talk about Caleb Plant before, among many things, I'm not a fan of his title defenses. In fact, one would say that he's probably playing on career mode right now. Most people don't want to say it for some odd reason, but I'm saying it.
Nah, he is, and I respect dual skills and talent level, all of that shit. Excellent boxing ability, but he's playing career mode.
Yeah, because like I said, he won his belt from a tough fight at Uskateki, and of course
that was that was the same. That was the same month with Broner Pacquiao.
It was.
Why did that feel so long ago?
Or if it wasn't, or it was maybe a couple of weeks before it.
Yeah, god damn, that felt like forever.
Yeah, that was a minute ago, and he's had, and this fight that's coming up his third title defense. So his first title defense was against Mike Lee, and that was on Pacquiao. That was on the TV part for free TV part for Pacquiao Thurman. Yeah, he faced Mike Lee. Of course, that's no. That's what you call a gimme fight. And that's what he got. And then afterwards, he fought his IBF German mandatory. And of course, the IBF, obviously, their sticklers for your mandatory. Like, you got to fight them, else they'll strip you. So, that was
Truax. He a mandatory?
Honestly, I don't know what the fuck Truax is now. Like,
he's not a mandatory. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about this shit.
Yeah,
like, I don't mind a fight like this if you're gonna fight 2 more times this year against top 10 rated opponents in the, you know what I mean? But more than likely, Caleb Plant's only gonna fight 1 more time, if that, and we don't know who it's gonna be.
And the thing with Caleb, and I'm just taking a look at the rankings right now. 1 and 2 for the IBF are blank. So Caleb Truax was 3 somehow, and I don't know I honestly don't know what Caleb Truax has actually done to be 3.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And this is a one that has Darrell on it, has Danny Jacob. I guess I should really mention Danny Jacob.
Man, if Jamal Charlo ain't gonna fight Jacobs, man, Plant need to do it.
Yeah, so it's just like, because I'm not a fan of his title defenses. I'm like, you gotta fight somebody. Like, this is third title defense, and I don't mind. Caleb Truax is a good guy, but he really hasn't won a fight worth a damn in about 3 years. Like, since he beat James DeGale for the belt, and he hasn't looked like he lost to DeGale. Like, DeGale barely beat him, like. And this was a DeGale that's like shot to pieces. And
yeah, the same DeGale that Truax helped shot to pieces.
Yeah, so it's like, and then the reason why Truax didn't win that fight, because Truax kind of like, I think he enjoyed being a champion too much. So he kind of looked bad. He drained to make weight, and he didn't look good. And then his other TV fight was the Peter Quinn fight. This was the fight I said, I stayed up to like almost 2:00 in the fucking morning to watch. If it wasn't for Derevyanchenko and Kolke, it would have been it would have been a complete.
Yeah, that'd have been a wasted fucking night.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for this bullshit. And Quillen was beating him before they clashed heads, and the shit was declared a no contest. So I'm just like. And then it's just like, and then after that, I don't think I've seen him fight. He think he had 1 more fight, and he won a majority decision. So he barely beat a jobber, So
they just fighting for the name right now. Then
apparently, is like, because Caleb Truax, like I said, he's 37, 38, give or take. He doesn't have too long in this sport. Like I said, it would be one thing if he at least had like a good winning streak going or something of notoriety, but he doesn't. And on top of that, he's been injured too. He's been injured, and he's had.
This isn't even mid. This is like toast your leaving status.
Trash.
Yeah, So it's almost a given too. Unless Plant has a complete fuck up, and and we discover that he has a glass in his jaw. Like, he'll beat Truax, and he'll probably beat Truax down pretty brutally. It was being real. Like, I just don't see it any other way. I don't know about you guys. I'm definitely looking. I'm definitely looking at a knockout in this fight.
Yeah.
And
if it's anything but a knockout, it'll be a problem.
Yeah, because he's had 2 losses by decision. One, a shot Jermaine Taylor, and that one Taylor almost got knocked out too. And then James DeGale, which James DeGale barely beat him. He beat him by 1 point on 2 cards. Or no, actually he won all 3 cards, but on 2 cards he just barely beat him. So, yeah, I just don't see anything Truax will be able to do the plant. But the fact that this is on PBC on Fox is the kicker. Like, why is this on Fox? Like, I don't think PBC learned its lesson from Fox last year in 2000.
They hear the podcast with the Ortiz episode.
Yeah, like, you know, you think after that, and then the Morel card, you know, with Kirkland, you would have thought they're like, okay, you know, we need to clean this shit up, you know, but no. Like, this is going to be on Fox, and you know, people will say, oh, you know, this popped the rating. Well, yeah, I mean, if it's on free TV, most people are just gonna say, "Fucking, I'm gonna watch it." Then they're not gonna watch it because, you know, niggas want to see fucking Plant and Truax. You know what I'm saying? Is there? That's how free TV boxing works. You know, it's a shame too. And the undercard event it's not really spectacular either. Yeah, I think there's a Ranches Bartholomew fight on there. I'm not sure if it's on the FS1 portion of this or on the main Fox portion, but he's fighting on there. That's for damn sure. Wow. It's gonna be. It might be one of those teeth gritting nights of fighting. You know, you just like, you know, it's gonna be. And then there's the only fight that's maybe worth a watch are the heavyweight prospects with Michael Coffey, who fought on that struggle heavyweight quadruple header, facing Darmani Rock, who's another heavyweight prospect. That's literally probably the only, and most people, I mean, I haven't seen both of them fight before, but you know, they're prospects, and you know, they might produce some fireworks. But if they don't, you know, you get a struggle feed, you know, you get a struggle night of fighting. PBC, y'all got to get better with with what you put on Fox. Like, you know, you can't be wasting this type of platform. Else Fox is gonna be like, nah, yeah, we can't air no PBC fights.
Fox should have been had that conversation.
In fact, I thought they used to be good about quality control. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Yeah, like, did niggas just like walk away from the office building? Like, you know what, you guys got this under control, and just left? Like, because if y'all did, y'all need to come back because they fucking it up.
Yeah, because I remember too. Like, I remember there was rumors that they used to be really controlling about what fights they air. Like, I know there was used to be certain people that couldn't fight whatever on there.
Yeah, they owe somebody a favor or something, because I can't believe, like, this shit ain't even been showbox quality.
I'm saying, like, so it's like, and Fox has like the biggest audience, and that's the thing, is like, you know,
and the best production values, really, like.
Yeah, like boxing, you know, but like, everyone knows, yes, boxing has to grow. Boxing on TV, on free TV helps it grow. But if they're seeing fights like this, it's not going to help boxing grow.
Yeah, because nobody want to see bum fights. No one wants to see career mode for free. You know, like, you can just go to the YouTube rabbit hole and look up fights if that's the case.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to see random nobodies, like, yes, and these motherfuckers is nobodies to the casuals. So
right,
don't take it as we know that they're not nobodies, but the casuals are looking at it like, okay, who are these guys? See, no one cares if they see a good fight between people they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But people care when they see like a merciless, you know, beat down with some strangers. Then it's like, oh my God, that poor guy. Like, somebody help him. Just stop it. No one does that shit when you see two guys beating the hell out of each other. You're like, oh shit, yeah. Hit them again, uppercut, all that shit.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna actually just pull up the fight card. Yeah, so the Coffee and Rock card, and then in the opener for the Fox card, we have Joey Spencer. You know.
Oh fuck! I knew he had to be on this card.
Yeah, and he's facing Isaiah Selden, who is, who, if you saw him in the bubble, you saw him in the series in the summer for Top Rank in the bubble. You know, he fought on there. So
did he win?
I think he won one fight and he lost one fight. I think he fought two fights on there. I think he caused an upset and he lost the fight.
Was that the one where he didn't train? No, wait, that was somebody else.
That was somebody else. But before the Fox card, I mean, there's an FS1 portion of it. Yeah, and that's where Rancis Bartholomew is going to be on there.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need a prequel of Mid.
And then also, and also too, and we also have the nephew of Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy, Brandon Lynch, that's actually going to be on there. Like, I follow dude. Like, I know dude's a boxer, so this is like probably his biggest exposure on there. And Brandon Lynch can punch. That's probably the only mildly interesting thing on that portion of the card, to see if he'll swim or if he'll drown.
Basically, this fucking card is a certified weed plate.
Pretty much.
One more time for the people in the back.
Certified weed plate.
Yeah. What happened to your audio?
Oh,
yeah.
Certified weed plate. Can you hear that?
Yeah, we heard that, but you sound like you're in walkie-talkie mode. I'm sorry LB's not doing this breaker 19 shit.
Yeah, I was giving him a chance, but I'm going to bust out the breaker 19. Like, can you hear me?
Got your phone tapped, nigga.
For real. I just caught him sleeping in Spanish Harlem, the Puerto Ricans, and from Washington straight off the Deacon. Something.
This card, man, like I said, this card, we can only pray for like this turns into some fade shit, like where there's a whole bunch of brutal fades and some shit like that. And then in my case, that Plant loses to Truax, because that means I'm gonna have to do some.
I just want to see a war, and then somebody says, "Okay, Caleb Plant looks struggle. Let's make a big fight."
I want Plant to lose just so I can talk my shit to certain people.
Nah, I don't. Look, man, like Truax already had his shot in a million chance with the Gale.
He did.
And to be honest, and I don't know if this is just white privilege, he had another shot. Because he had the same shot the Gale in the rematch. But he fucked it up that time.
Well, I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't even know what Caleb Truax is, actually. I don't know if he's a mix or whatever. So, something about him that I don't think he's 100% white, but
close enough.
I should probably ask him at some point.
If he's not, then I'm a light skinned dude myself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but and shout out to dude. Because he did everybody a favor by beating the Gale's ass that first time, so I'll never forget that.
Yeah, and then of course the Gale went.
He blew his second shot, but I don't think he's gonna beat Caleb Plant like in his third attempt.
I don't think so either. But if it happens, hey man, it's 2021, man. I for a car like this, if you're gonna put on a car like this, then I gotta see some fuckery.
That is true. But Caleb Plant been training. Like, if he loses this,
well, he better be training shit. This nigga hasn't fought in almost a year. It's like
he had enough time to fight Canelo 3 times.
Yeah, he spent most of 2020 just bullshitting. Like, hey, they offered me this fight. Oh, they didn't offer me this fight. Oh, yeah, me and Benavidez, we'll fight whenever we need to fight. Then Benavidez loses his belt. Like, oh, well, step in, I'm your daddy now. Yeah, you gotta go to the back of the line. That's
all this warring on Twitter and IG and shit.
Like, nah, bro. Like, fuck you. That's why it's like, Plant is. Like I said, Plant is career moding right now, and he's like, you got. After this fight, there's no excuses. Like, you got to fight a live body. You got to fight somebody in this division that someone will actually care about. Like Truax, unfortunately, his time is passing, or if it's not passed already, So
yeah, it's kind of been there, done that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I said, unfortunately, it's the only boxing that weekend. So hey, if you don't have shit going on, 6 p.m. FS1 portion, and then 8 o'clock on Fox, the main,
Yeah, just 8 o'clock on Fox.
Yeah, That 6 o'clock is it basically really ain't got shit to do.
Like you're almost a loser at that level. Like
you can probably put that on as background noise while you're doing some other.
yeah, like I mean, we're not saying don't ever watch it. You you DVR it or something. But we're just saying if that's the one thing you're doing on the Saturday at 6 p.m. in the evening, then your Saturday is probably real low quality. Like the fucking card you try to watch. I guess water seeks its own level.
Oh, that's deep.
Cause man, like I'm like they give you a good Showtime card, then they turn around and say, you know what? Here's scraps.
Yeah, and the worst thing is too is the Fox card will probably get the ratings, even no matter how it is, and it's just like, and then the Showtime card, like I said, we'll probably know.
Because Caleb Plant, like he's low key got star potential, like he could be so much more than what he is right now, but career
not
mode
low,
will
not
get
low
you so
key at
far.
all. Not low key at all.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like he could be I guess not low key, high key, whatever.
I don't know. I still hold.
You need to realize it though.
I don't know. I mean, I still hold true to my views on American white fighters. As I mentioned before, America likes white fighters white. I mean, white.
Like spicy white.
Irish white, good old boy white, not wigger white.
Not yo.
Yeah.
That only works for hip hop.
Yeah.
That should barely work for hip hop. That shit don't work for me for hip hop.
Well, I mean, Eminem. Everybody loves Eminem. It's yo. Like they like Eminem, but
because Eminem more authentic. Like when people say yo, we're thinking of like Vanilla Ice. Like
yeah. I mean, Paulie did that. So Paulie did that whole Jersey Shore shit too. Then of course, Paulie, would eventually show his true colors.
Yeah, he's another one. They use the culture for a come up, and then it's like, all right, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hate you guys. Like, but you the one wearing fucking plaits and dreads in your boxing match, and your trainer got to cut it off in the middle of a fucking fight because you getting your ass whooped and your head spinning by a fucking jab.
Like a bitch.
Yeah. Paulie's the boxing Marky Mark. Fuck out of
it.
And Marky Mark was racist as fuck. So come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the thing. So that's why. That's where I think like Caleb. Like I mean, honestly, if he crosses over where like they really like push behind him, I'll be surprised because dude ain't the white. Ain't the whitest fighter in the world, bro. So it's just like
it don't matter though. Like it's something about him that people like, but it's like he needs better fights.
Well, that too. Yes.
Because that's what's going to like, see, the thing is when you get to a certain level of popularity, like when you're right at the cusp, like if your fights aren't progressively getting more entertaining or intriguing, it's like you don't go anywhere. Like he's maybe a fight or two away from spoiling on the vine. If he doesn't take a big fight this year.
True.
I mean, but
top five.
According to everybody else, he's going to get a Canelo fight because he deserves it.
Yeah, and honestly, I want to say that's what he's waiting for too, because I mean, Canelo right now is
Canelo might get that Saunders fight first.
Yeah, Canelo right now is a matchroom fighter, and he
is. He's gonna. But I mean, Canelo's gonna fight 3 times a year. He's gonna fight Yildirim in February, and then in May he's gonna probably fight Saunders, but then he's got to fight in September, so probably Plant in September.
But it's the thing too, like I also look at it like, yeah, you could look at it that way, but if somebody else comes through and gets their name way more buzzing than Plant,
it's not the like Khan effect. It's the Khan effect.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly. Perfect example. Like, there wouldn't be no reason. Like, honestly, like, look, think about this. I'll throw this out there because this is possible. If Mungia Triple G have a fight of the year, and regardless who wins, if Mungia wins and he calls out Canelo, won't that be the fight to see September?
That, quite possibly. It's
If
You might be right there, pal.
if Golovkin wins a fight of the year and he calls out Canelo and says, "Look, I beat up the new Mexican and I'm gonna beat up the old one again," like hey, like with that, will people not be like, "Hold on, I mean, I know he's old, but he just beat the young guy." I don't know. People will. That fight would be Golovkin would be buzzing more than Plant.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, Golovkin buzzing more than Plant now anyway.
Yeah, that's also facts too. No
I
matter
don't
what,
even say that with Mungia, so it's like
oh man, but yeah,
Jamal Charlo buzzing harder than Plant. Like, come on, like
yeah, like
and
Plant,
he's somebody people get on his opponents all the time.
yeah, like Plant needs to whoever is bringing us no more of these fucking career mode fights. Like 3 title defenses in, not one real good memorable moment in all 3 of them. Well, I'm pretty sure not me unless Truax, like I said, beats him, but yeah. Plant, like they need to do something with Plant. Like you can't be fighting all these you can't be fighting these horrible ass fights like this for title defenses. Like any other fighter would be crucified for.
I'm telling you, and that's why I'm saying Jamal Charlo, because he, and I know we've given him a little shit too for the Brandon Adams and the Dennis Hogans and all of them, but with that said, there's still a notch or 2 above the damn guys fucking Caleb Plant been fighting lately.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
easily.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, post Uskatagi, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so if you have anything going on Saturday and you're choosing for some boxing, because after this I don't think there's any boxing for another couple weeks until like the double header.
Oh damn! So these niggas put the damn last bit of crack on the damn dresser for us and say, "All right, this is it." And you know what? I know it's not a lot. It's not that fish scale you're used to. It's some residue actually. I finished up the rest of it earlier, but I left you a little bit. That's all you got for 2 weeks now. Like that's how they treat boxing fans. Like,
yeah, it's unfortunate, and this makes a perfect segue because, however, there is another fight that's even buzzing harder than fucking Caleb Plant's fight.